Sun's out, everyone. Sun's out, everyone. Get your shorts on, everybody. It's sunny. Good morning. No, good afternoon vlog. It's Monday afternoon. We've been in the office all day today, all just doing our own thing, cracking on with some work. Nothing too exciting and vlog worthy, but Dan's got a camera update for us. Dan, would you like to tell us about your new toy?
Yeah, I've invested in a brand new Canon Ring doorbell. I'm actually very surprised with the quality of the Ring doorbell. If anyone's at home thinking I need a bit of home security, then I'd highly recommend it. Ben, do you think you're going to get a Ring doorbell?
Probably not. A what?
See, he doesn't even know about this latest technology.
The Amazon thing.
He's only just worked out how to use that thing.
It's great for spying on your neighbours. Not that I do that. On Friday, we also had, I'm not sure we ate the product that we had the first shoot, the Oreos. We had the yellow Oreos. And
you did?
Great. I've never had them before.
Oh, it looks like there's some left, Dan.
There's one left in Spain.
It's yours.
I don't want it. Oreo. Oh my god.
Lady Gaga.
It's the new Lady Gaga ones.
What's your favourite Lady Gaga song?
Oh, Poker Face is pretty good.
Poker face, poker face.
Rah 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 rah.
So yeah, we've just got some new products to photograph here from the Imagination Store. Right, so yeah, I just need to photograph this, get it online in the next couple of days, and we're job
Done
done.
by tomorrow, Dan.
Gotta get it done by tomorrow, back online.
Preferably before 3.
Probably just shoot it today, to be fair.
Yeah, may as well.
How many angles?
Moving today, me. Sorry?
What about that boat that got caught in the channel?
Chanel.
Chanel.
And the Sui Chanel.
Didn't really know anything about that.
Chanel number 5. Yeah, didn't know much about it either. But it's all fixed now because they had 34 tugboats go down, didn't they?
34 tugboats.
How would you have done it?
Got that boat out of there.
Yeah.
What happened? Did he just get stuck?
That's
On
the
a bit of sand?
that's the canal.
Yeah.
The boat was like that.
Really?
Yeah. It got banked by the wind.
Oh wow. They couldn't go around it.
No, it's a.
It's not a channel in the sea.
No, it's a river.
Wow.
Well, it's like a man-made river. It's a canal.
Wow. I
Going through Egypt, I think it is.
how would I have got round that?
How would you have fixed the boat?
Probably drained it.
The canal?
Yeah.
With what?
Just put the hose pipe in one end, suck it, put the hose pipe on the land, let the water flood out.
It's connected to the ocean.
No, you get the beavers in one end. Damn it.
Beavers in Egypt.
Yeah, Egypt beavers. And then dam that end, dam the other end. Water stops moving. Get the hose in, suck it out that way. The boat is then stuck in the sand, which is not too much of an issue.
Isn't that more of an issue?
No, because then you can just use plane. The plane can lift it upwards.
Why couldn't you just put it out in the one that's in the water? Why have you got to drain it?
Just makes more sense.
Why does it make more sense? Explain the physics to me.
It's just a nice rope, isn't it?
According to this, you're both idiots.
Hello, I hope we're all doing well. It's Wednesday morning, it's nearly 10 o'clock. It's just me in the office at the moment. Dan's just off for a meeting, he'll be in around midday. And Ben, lovely little Ben, is actually moving house today. He and his partner have bought their own house, which is exciting. Dan and I are giving them a hand later this afternoon, moving all their stuff over. But yes, that's very exciting. I put up a little video on Tuesday talking about my new film camera, which Dan showed in last week's vlog. If you're interested in film photography or just fancy watching a video of me talking nonsense, then there's that video there. I'll put a little link. There's a little link there now for you to go and watch that. Yeah, it's a great little camera, but if you want to find out more, you can go ahead and watch that video. We've also got another video going up on Monday, which is a very exciting announcement. If you've been watching the vlogs for the past couple of weeks, you've known that there's been stuff going on that we haven't been able to really talk about, but that video on Monday will cover it. It's actually a little podcast snippet, so it will be up on podcast platforms as well. It's about 15 minutes long. If you'd rather just listen, you can do that, or if you want to watch it on YouTube, it will be here as well.
Sun's out, everyone. Sun's out, everyone. Get your shorts on, everybody. It's sunny. It's so sunny. I've got my shorts on, which didn't take too long because I bloody love wearing shorts. Do you love wearing shorts? Well, that's great. It's lovely weather, isn't it? I wonder how long this will last. Apparently, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday next week, it's going to snow. Wouldn't that be wonderful? Wouldn't that just be such a contrast? Thank you, Great Britain for your lovely varied weather. I always kind of check in on a Wednesday, don't I? Maybe it's because I get like a little spur of energy on a Wednesday. Anyways, it's only Joss and I in today because Ben is moving house. He's not behind us. And Joss is downstairs. He's having his lunch in the garden. So I'm gonna just get my toast out of the toaster and then I'm gonna go down and have some lunch with Joss. See you there.
Hello.
Hey, yeah.
You alright?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah. So we got the pups in today, the doggo. The dog is in today, and she's sat in the window because she's our security guard. What's up, dog? What up, dog? Oh, hello, Paul. Give me your hand. Bleh. Backstreet's back. All right.
Oh yeah.
We're like Backstreet Boys.
We're like Backstreet Boys, baby. Afternoon, Dan.
Hello there. How are you?
I'm good, mate. How are you?
Yes, good. Thanks. I'm conscious that I shouldn't move my hands around on the mic too much.
They're quite pick it up quite easily, don't they?
It's a bit annoying, isn't it?
So, to those of you that watched the vlog last Friday, you'll know that Daniel here spoke about creative block and imposter syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. Nice. Yeah. Did you have any off the bat? Is there any thoughts you want to add to it? Basically, this discussion was just to be a little chat between Dan and I, the creatives of the company, about, I guess, how we deal with it in the creative world.
I think nothing new apart from what I said the other day, but I guess we could condense it into a less rambly version. So the question is, Joss, let's go for the imposter syndrome first of all. Do you get it? How often do you get it? When do you get it? What triggers that?
I was thinking about this, what we're going to talk about when we sit down here. And it's a weird one, isn't it? Because unless you're kind of in that headspace, it can be quite hard to talk about because when you're in that mindset, that is obviously all you think about, but then trying to put your mind into that space when you're not feeling those things necessarily, it can be quite hard. But I definitely do feel it a lot and get in that headspace. I think at the moment, not so much because I feel like we've got potentially a lot in the works, a lot to look forward to. We're looking forward, which is a good place to be, rather than thinking negatively. But definitely, it's a hard one because as soon as you have, something you think negative's one thing, you kind of then just spiral down, don't you? And then you can't even hide from it because you look at social media and then you see all this amazing work by other people. Yeah, it could be hard to get back on top of things.
Yeah, I agree. And do you find a way, or do you have a way of getting around that personally? Because I know for myself, and I think I spoke to a lot of people about this, it's just that you kind of get into a routine, especially with what we do, is you get into a routine of doing sometimes a lot of the same work. And I think that's something that's a lot of people maybe in the industry get, are not victims of, but we all kind of have that part in our lives where we're doing this kind of work. This feels a bit repetitive sometimes, and sometimes you need to take a step back from that and just do something that you're really passionate about, or just to take your mind away from it. So for me, getting out on the weekends and taking photos of different people, whether they're small businesses or friends and friends owning companies, I'll just offer that service up for free just because it kind of reignites something inside me that thinks, oh, actually, I do love being behind a camera. Whereas like sometimes when you're stuck in an office or we're filming more corporate-led stuff, you're like, oh god, this is a bit grey, a bit black and white. Whereas sometimes you just need to get into something that you're really passionate about, which I guess is quite nice because you've got the film camera.
Yeah,
that's a bit of an outlet.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree with you there because I think we've spoken about it before on a podcast, but you do those corporate jobs that aren't, they don't let you flesh out your creative juices, but those jobs pay the bills and they help things keep ticking over. I think it makes you appreciate the bigger projects more when they do come along, which is nice. I've gone on about it enough now, but we put out a video on Tuesday, just gone, about a new film camera that I've been using. Even that though, I think over the past couple of weeks I've been struggling to pick it up. By accident, I'd kind of left it in a bag and I kind of just forgotten about it. I've got into a habit now of like leaving it on my chest of drawers, so in the morning when I'm grabbing my stuff for work, I grab that along with like my phone and my AirPods, everything like that. So it's then kind of just like one of those things I carry with me, so then I've still always got it on me. But yeah, it's a nice outlet to have.
There's also that thing, I think, with you shooting on the film camera is that, and like you said, you found there was a part where you weren't shooting as much after having it. And I'm a massive kind of victim of that, is that like I'll get so involved with something so much that I overindulge, and then I go off it quite quick. So with music, I'll overindulge in one artist for like 2 weeks. After those 2 weeks, I'm onto something else, I'm onto a different thing. So it's kind of like making sure you do it in small enough doses that you're not going to get sick of it. So like with your film camera, you feel like you need to keep shooting because you want to keep that thing alive. But then you also need to think, actually, maybe I should just, not go too hard with it. Yeah. Otherwise, you'll be like, oh god, it's a bit of a drag now.
Yeah, absolutely. For example, when I first got that film camera, I burned through like 6 rolls of film, I think within like 3 weeks, which was just like dangerous because it's a great hobby to have, but it can also be quite expensive. So I want to use it as much as I can and it be that tool, but I also need to be a little bit more careful than I was being, because Charlotte was like, slow down, you're taking like 3 pictures of the same thing, and it's like, just take that one photo and then
that's the nice thing of it being a film camera though, is that you're not able to look back at your shot. So then you almost need to make sure that one shot you do take is the best version of that.
Yeah, and I've tried to do that now when I'm like walking to work and I take a picture of something. I'm like, yeah, this framing's good, everything's fine, take it, move on, rather than just spending 3-4 photos trying to get it right.
Do you think shooting with that film camera has made you more aware and a bit more appreciative of what you need to shoot? You're always kind of thinking twice about what you're about to put the camera to. So you're like, actually, is that the best framing? Should I move a little bit left or right? And do you think by having that as a hobby will translate into what you do day to day with cameras?
Yeah, I think it will. I think just in general, it makes me look around and kind of open my eyes to things you wouldn't really look at more, which is nice because, yeah, it's just one of those things you can easily just walk past everything in life, but then you stop and maybe look around you a bit more. You can see all these nice things that make for nice photos. Even just using that, we've had some ideas over the past couple of weeks for projects we want to get involved with, and that's kind of helped me have ideas of how I might want to shoot something in the future. So it's definitely something I want to carry on using and doing to help myself get better in all those different areas. So in last week's vlog, you obviously said, when you feel imposter syndrome or those negative thoughts coming over you, you kind of step back. You said you actually look on social media to help you kind of get more inspiration from people.
If you're getting over your creative block, so you're already in a bit of a negative state because you can't find your creative juices within, so then you're like, okay, I'm going to go to social media to find that. And then the next step you take in that movement is like, oh shit, now I'm going to look at loads of these other creative companies, and now I'm going to feel even worse about myself because none of my stuff is as good as this, and I'm also suffering because I've got no creativeness in my head right now. Yeah. So it's a bit of like a slippery slope, really. I think maybe they're so well linked. Well, they are so well linked, and that's probably the real reason why people get imposter syndrome,
and vice versa.
It sounds weird though.
It does.
Imposter syndrome, like it's a condition, or something like that.
It sounds a lot more serious than not that it isn't. Not that it isn't serious.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot more dangerous.
I tend to get it when I don't know when it is. Loads of things can trigger it, but it's just a matter of the way that I get through it is just by usually by chatting to you guys, chatting to Ben, and then just trying to be around other positive people who can kind of lift you a little bit, and just being open about it, open up, talk about it. That's the best thing you can do. It's the best thing you can do with most things like that. Is just to talk and let people know how you feel and spread that, even though you're kind of spreading that negativity, that negative feeling with someone else, and it's becoming a burden for them. It's kind of taking it off your chest a little bit, and then you can discuss that and then get over it.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, we both all said about it, all 3 of us have said about it, how grateful we are to our other halves and how we're all grateful that we can go home to them. And I think what Charlotte helps me realise is she helps me gain a perspective on things. So I might have, like a shit day. I just feel like nothing's working how I want it to, which, is completely valid. If things aren't going your way, it's okay to be annoyed and upset about that, but also kind of gaining perspective on what you have accomplished and what other things are going right, and it's just another one of those things. You will get over it, you will get through it. Yeah, it's not always easy to look at perspective on things, but yeah, and even if you don't have someone there to do that, try and find another way that takes you out of that, whether it's you know, exercising or maybe writing it down.
I agree, mate. Exercise is definitely a good thing.
Yeah, I miss it.
Yeah.
Well, it's easy, isn't it? When it becomes part of your daily routine, it's easy to take it for granted. Like before this lockdown that we're in right now, before Christmas, I think we were all in a pretty good routine with our exercising, and that is a good, you know, hour or so a day to just focus on something that isn't work, isn't anything else. You're just there for you, which is nice.